blanket. We're gonna start with this one here. Get into this cozy, fuzzy color, right? It feels amazing. It feels like butter, it feels like fur, and it is faux fur. It is a chambray blue gray. That's the color that I have right here. In fact, I just kind of want to lift it up because I love that it has a little bit of weight and a little bit of density to it. I love a throw like this to put on my bed, of course. If you got a guest bedroom, this is fantastic. But you know what I also love it for? I love it for a while I'm on the couch and watching my favorite movies. Y'all, Prime Video has some amazing TV shows right now, and I have movies too that I've absolutely been loving having at home. So this is like just pure luxury. Look at it. It is warmth. It is elegance. It is a great gift. Here's a little cheat sheet. Can we talk cheat sheet? Can we have an honest conversation? So here's the thing. When I'm thinking about gift ideas for my loved ones, whether it's my mom in Indiana, my brother in Portugal, a throw is always a great idea. It's one size fits all. Everybody loves a throw. Have you ever heard somebody say, no, I don't want to throw? No, I don't want that. No, because it'll never happen. So throw away the idea that you have to spend a whole lot. You don't. You can get it for under $100. So that's the first one on the show. I've made a mess, but isn't life messy? Don't we all just move along like we're about to do right now with this next item? Okay, let's talk about this snuggle blanket. It is this gorgeous cream color. There's something really soothing to me about cream colors, right? Like cream colors just make me feel like I'm at a beautiful place in Arizona that has these beautiful clay cream-like colors. I love the look of it. I love how luxe it is. It's this gorgeous waffle throw. It's durable and it's warm as well. So what my husband does is his office is a little bit closer to the window. So it's always cold in his office. He takes one of the throws that we have in our living room and he puts it on his lap and sort of wraps it around his legs to keep him warm. But yeah, at home watching a nice movie, you know, having your coffee in the morning, but also just another great gift. Valentine's Day is coming up. Get your boo thing one of these, okay? They will thank you immensely. And you know, with our throws, we just kind of fold them up at home. We have like a little basket where we throw in all our throws. But quite honestly, I just love sort of draping it too, right? I'm gonna move this over to the side. We kind of just drape our throws like right there on the couch. You get the idea. They give you that beautiful flexibility. So I love the look of the throw. Isn't that beautiful? Let me know in the chat where you will put this in your house. I'm for sure putting this on my couch. I'm for sure putting this in my bedroom. This works whether you have a lot of color or you love neutrals like I do as well. Let's move on to the next item. Speaking of cozy date nights, speaking of Valentine's Day, here's the thing. I am gonna have like dinner at home with my husband and I wanna set the mood. It gets so expensive to go out to these restaurants. It's packed. People just trying to take up all this space and the food is like all extra price. No, we're gonna save some money and get these items that are under $100 and we're gonna have Valentine's Day right in the comfort of our own home. So whether it's Valentine's Day or it's like a Galentine's Day situation, we've got you covered. Look at this candle warmer lamp. Come on over here and I want you to check it out. This item is absolutely great. So you know when you burn your candle and you have just a little bit left residual at the bottom, you don't wanna get rid of it. Chances are you spend a lot of money on it. You're enjoying the scent. That's why you bought the candle. The candle warmer is fantastic because you can just set your candle on there and it just gently emits that flow, that like beautiful scent from it without that smoke, right? Without any of that pollution. It's a great idea if you've got kids or you have pets at home. But can we talk about how beautiful it is too? It is absolutely stunning. My sister introduced me to this and I've just been obsessed with it. It's fully dimmable. It gives you about 12 hours, which is super nice. You can put this in your bedroom. You can put this in the living room. You can heck, put this in the entryway, put this in the kitchen. I love a candle warmer. It just really just zhuzhes up the place, okay? Let's move on to the next item that we have, candles. Honestly, nothing makes me feel happier than the scent of a candle, right? Whenever I'm in a good mood to mark the occasion, whether I've had a really good meeting, someone gave me some positive feedback, I just had a really good conversation, I always buy a candle. There's something about a candle that makes me happy. This one is from Salt and Stone. I wish y'all could smell it. I wish smell-o-vision was a thing, and I'm not exaggerating. This candle smells amazing. Let me tell you what I'm smelling, and then we're gonna click on the link in the carousel and read along with me and see if you smell the same thing. So from this candle from Salt and Stone, I smell a little bit of musk, a little bit of oud, a little bit of vanilla, but it is not overwhelming. It's like a beautiful fusion of just like these amazing scents that are just really inviting. So this gives you up to 50 hours of that scent time. Okay, click on the link in the carousel right now, and let me tell you exactly what it says. It says there's sandalwood, there's amber, there's violet leaves, there's vetiver and crystal. So I wasn't that far off. This smells amazing, you guys. This is such a great candle. I remember I bought my mom a similar candle to this, and she's had it for her birthday. And to this day, it's been about 10 years. She still hasn't lit this candle. Mama, I'm gonna get you this candle, and this time I actually need you to light it. Don't wait for a special occasion. Just go ahead and light the candle. So this will just elevate your space because it's poured into this glass jar and it complements any room. And I just really love the look of it. All right, let's see what you guys are saying in chat. AE is in the chat saying soft lightings and candles. Soft lighting and candles are so cozy, aren't they? I even love a candle when I'm cooking, right? To kind of set the mood, a little bit of music in the background, but also sometimes to break up scents. I'm a curry girl, meaning I love cooking with curry and a lot of sauces and tomato. So sometimes my house can be aromatic, and having a candle with all those scents really kind of breaks it up. So I love that. Again, if y'all have questions about any of these items, I would love to hear from you. Drop them in the chat. I would love to answer these questions. Okay, I'm in my hosting era. And part of that means when you come to my house, I want you to feel like you're really at this exclusive, beautiful 5-star place. And one way to do that is to put a beautiful faux fur throw pillow that feels luxe, but also feels like touchable. It doesn't feel like you're in a museum and you're afraid to touch it. Look at this 2-pack. Now, I love these decorative pillows. They come in a set of 2. These look great on any bed. They have this like, let me know in the chat if you can see it, a tightly curly texture. It's super fine faux fur pile. It's soft, it's plush, right? Because it's a set of 2, you could even take one and put one in another bedroom and like kind of have it be in the center. Or if you're a person who loves symmetry, I'm not mad at that at all. You can put one over here to the side and another one right there and put them side by side and you are good to go. Now, this is the cover only. The insert is sold separately. That is the next item that I'll be talking about. So if you want these pillow covers, maybe you have existing pillows that you just kind of want to change the look of it at home, this is great. But if you want to get the inserts are absolutely next. In fact, speaking of the inserts, let me go ahead and open them up because I want you guys to see what the inserts look like. I love also that these pillow covers have a zipper. So great, because call me Lola Young. I am messy. I drop coffee. I drop all types of beverages on my bed. If you know Lola Young, she's an artist. She has the song called Messy. Do y'all know it? Let me know in the chat. But yes, I'm super messy, like especially with food. So with cream colored items like this, which I love that I can just kind of unzip this and I can get this nice and clean. So these are the inserts, which are so nice, super plush. So these inserts are about 1.65 pounds. They're not super heavy, about 20% more than the other fillers that are out there. They're great for giving you support on your back and on your neck. I love these because you're getting a set of 2. And again, when I think about the power of inserts, it means that they essentially can just change up the look of your room. You get the pillow covers without spending a whole lot of money. And sometimes after a long time of having your inserts in the house, they kind of start to lose their shape. So it's always great to just order a set of 2 and just kind of keep them in constant rotation and have different ones. And then boom, we just kind of throw it on right here. Let me go ahead and put this back right here. And I love this. I love how easy it is. Let me tell you what frustrates me more than anything in the world is when you have a sheet, especially a fitted sheet, and you're trying to get it to fit around your bed and it just does not do the job. Oh my gosh, that becomes my 13th reason. I am ready to fight somebody on the street. So look at how easy that was. That insert makes it super easy. AE is in the chat saying, oh, that's a good deal for throw pillows. I know, I love it. Okay, Lisa is also in the chat. Hi, Lisa, saying I love candles. Oh, me too. Candles are like my favorite thing. Okay. Speaking of stuff that smells amazing, I love this next item. This is a smart home fragrance system. So this is a starter pack. Have you seen this on social? One of my friends, Jess, she raves about it. She loves it so much. She actually told me that she loves the scents. She's obsessed with the scents. She thinks that they smell really inviting. So this set is a starter set. It includes 2 diffusers, 2 scents. So you get the linens and surf, and you also get the citron scents, which is nice because you get a little bit of freshness from both of them. They're personalized scents. scents that give you up to 120 hours of that customized fragrance. I know you're thinking, Nicole, why do I need this? I like to give you versatility on our shows. So if you like a candle, I have a candle, you can light that up. If you're maybe afraid of like having something flammable, you've got a candle warmer, right? That's a great way to still enjoy the candle experience. But a diffuser, this sort of experience creates that same scent payoff that you love, right? Giving you that beautiful atmosphere and making your room smell amazing, but it's almost like it doesn't have the candle, it's not a candle warmer, it's a beautiful diffuser that gives you that aroma that just fills up the entire room. I love that it combines that smart technology with that beautiful scent. It's just like a beautiful marriage all tied up together. Have y'all tried this? Let me know in the chat if you're like my friend Jess, who's obsessed with this. Okay, let's move on to the next item. Amazon customer started following. Oh, hey, Amazon customer, thank you much. Thank you so much for that follow. Okay, this is a nice way to decorate your area, your desk area if you work from home, or maybe you're in a cubicle back at the office. You kind of want to decorate it, right? You don't want it just to look plain. If you're wondering what should I put on there, I've got a great idea. Let's talk about this lamp that is right over here. And I love the shape of this lamp, right? It kind of looks like, I'm gonna throw it out there. To me, it kind of looks like a beautiful mushroom shape. I love the fact that it's small. That means it's portable. I can move it from room to room. I love that I can put it on my nightside or my bedside table. I can put this in my office, right? It gives you this beautiful glow. We have our bright studio lights that are beaming down on it, but when you really see it in person, it has like a light, sort of yellowy, buttery glow that emits from it. So it's almost like a small night light. So the use cases are great. If you have a kid who is probably afraid of sleeping in the room by themselves, having a nice little lamp like this is also great. But if I'm being honest, I'm a big kid. I can't sleep in complete darkness. Am I the only one? Speaking of cozy home and being comfortable, I need a little light, but it can't be as bright as the Amazon Light Studios. It's got to be just dimly lit, well lit, gives me a little something to look at. And that's exactly what you get with that beautiful light. You talk about great gifts. That's a really nice one too. That's a beautiful birthday, Valentine's Day anniversary gift. Okay, speaking of gifts, I'm going to give you the gift of a wonderful diffuser, right? A humidifier. This one is small enough because it is such a great size that you can put it in the baby nursery, you can put it in your office, but not only is it a humidifier, it also acts as a diffuser in it as well. All you need is a little bit of water, plug it in, and then it starts to get in the air, adds that moisture back in the air, and it really enhances your quality of air that you're able to breathe. Now, this one is great because it has a built-in humidistat, which is great, just really maintaining in a super easy way your desired humidity for you and your loved ones. Let me know in the chat if this happens to you. In the winter, especially when we're running sort of that warm air through the entire house, my nose gets dry a lot, right? And I find myself constantly, right? It's the sniffles. It's either you go on one side of the spectrum. You either have a lot of sniffles from that winter, or your nose gets dry from constantly being in the house. And I love the fact that this humidifier adds that moisture back in there, but you also have that aromatherapy benefit. Can I tell you something? It's also awfully quiet, which I love. I love running my humidifier when I'm sleeping, right? As I'm getting my good night's rest, this is great. Or if I'm watching a movie at home, I don't want something that's gonna make a lot of noise. And you can move it from room to room. I really love the portability of it as well. What's your favorite sort of cozy home activity? For me, it's about lighting the candle and putting on some good music and setting the vibe. But what's your favorite cozy home activity? Let me know in the chat and I will read it for you. All right, let's move on to the next item on today's show. So we talk about easy ways to really upgrade our bedroom. Let me upgrade you. Shout out to Beyonce. I love this duvet cover. Here's why a duvet cover is great. Buying a duvet can be really expensive. Today we're talking about items that are $100, under $100. A duvet cover is a game changer. Why? Because it allows you to use your pre-existing item that you have at home, and then you can just throw it on top of your comforter, and you can have a completely different vibe and ambiance in your home. Not only do you get the duvet cover, oh, but wait, there's more. You also get the pillowcases, the matching pillowcases. Everyone in my family always laughs at me because I'm a pink girl, meaning I love everything pink. Hello, my nails are pink. My toes are pink. Like, I just love everything pink. So I'm a big fan of this like kind of purplish lilac color. But click on the link in the carousel, see if there's other sizes as well. I love the fact that you can just switch up the whole look. You can go for bright colors. You could go for something a little bit more neutral. Just really endless possibilities and just thoughtful details too, right? With that 8 corner tie tips. Remember we were talking about this, that there's nothing as frustrating as trying to tie your duvet together? Well, with those tips, you could just tie it up so it doesn't move during the course of the night. So I love this duvet cover. It's in the carousel. Make sure that you check it out. Okay, AE is in the chat with a really controversial question saying, how often are you supposed to wash your duvet cover? Okay. I feel like your sheets and your duvet covers should be washed on a minimum at least once a week. Once a week. It's winter. We're sweating a lot in our sleep, right? We have the heat going on. We're sweating in our sleep. You got to wash that out at least once a week, even the duvet cover. That's controversial. That's what I'm saying. What are y'all saying in the chat? How often should you be switching out your duvet cover? And in fact, because this is under $100, get 2 of these. If you're switching it out once every week, that doesn't mean you have to wash it that particular week. You can just switch it out with the next one. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. I'd love to hear from y'all in the chat. How often should you switch out your duvet cover or your comforters for that matter? Okay, let's move on to the next item that we have. The Beckham collection. Oh gosh, guys, we have these beautiful bed pillows that are amazing. A set of 2 on my bed right now. I have the queen size. And let me tell you something. Think about the pillows that you have at home. Have they started to lose their shape? Do they look like the pillows that you purchase in the store? Are they comfortable? Is your back and your neck crying and complaining when you wake up in the morning? If all of those answers are yes, y'all, it's time for a new set of pillows right here. Go ahead and grab these because these right here give you that soft feel. It's like that hotel collection. You know, when you check into that beautiful hotel in Miami or in Los Angeles or whatever resort you're at and you just lay your head on the pillows and it almost feels like all of your problems just dissipate and they fade away. That's what you're getting with these pillows. I won't oversell you on these pillows. You just need clean pillows. Okay? There's a lot of slobber coming out. We're sweating as we sleep. You got to rotate out your pillows. And how often are we changing our pillows? Or for that matter, washing our pillows? So just get a set of 2 and you are good to go. I'm going to move them around, kind of mush them all over just so you can see how great these are, that these bend and move with you. So whether you're a back sleeper or a side sleeper, these pillows are absolutely great. And the fact that you're getting a set of 2 is fantastic. That no shift design is actually a game changer for me because have you ever slept with a pillow that feels like you're sleeping with a ton of bricks? It's happened to me. Don't let it happen to you. So go ahead and grab these pillows. They're in the carousel. All right, you guys, let's move on to the next item. And again, if you have questions about any of these items, go ahead and drop them in the chat and I would love to hear from you. All right, speaking of which, this brings me to my next item. This is a sheet set that we have in the carousel, and it's 100% cotton. It's velvety soft, and what I love about it is that it's heavyweight. Instead of sleeping, to me, there's different pillows for different seasons. So when I think about winter, when I think about fall, I think about like this sort of cotton material. When I think about summer, I'm thinking about a sateen material, right? I'm thinking of something that's a little bit lighter. So if you really want to make your home cozy, if you live in a cold climate, like in Connecticut, Nebraska, and Indiana, where we are right now, these cotton sheets are absolutely great. But what's remarkable about them is, first of all, they've got me tongue-tied. But number 2, they're super soft as well. You would think cotton is not necessarily the softest fabric, but this right here is so soft that when you lay your face on it, or your pillow, your face on it, you actually appreciate how nice it feels. So they're 100% standard certified, which is great. They're made without any of those harmful substances, which is super nice. And I love this color because then when you do have a lot of people, if you like hosting like I do, this color is great because then you can just throw them in the washing machine and then they look pristine and new again. So click on the link in the carousel. If cream isn't your thing, there's other colors in there as well. But these cotton sheets, this sheet set is absolutely great. Let's move on to the next item that we have on today's show. And guys, again, if you've got questions, I would love to hear from you. All right, let's move on to the next item that we have. And this right here, we're going to come over to this side. So sometimes my friends love to do a little bit surprise on me and pull up to my house in Connecticut to come over and see me. And that's when I've got my stuff all over the house. My husband and I work from home. So we've got everything all over the place. You know what is a great solution for when your friends come over and you just need to dump everything into a storage solution? Check out this Ottoman bench that we have right here. It's a great height. I love the fact that you can put it anywhere, pretty much anywhere in your house. This is something that you can put in your living room. if you've got kids or pets, you can put your items in there, but it's also great for putting in the bedroom. You can use it sort of like a storage solution, but you can also use it to put your throws and other heavier blankets in it. I mean, look at it too. I'm going to come over here just for a second. I love this because as I'm getting ready in the morning, this is actually, I'm going to talk about this next product in just one second, but this is an item that I can sit on as I am getting ready in the morning, right? I'm scrolling on my social media. I'm maybe reading a new book. It's actually really durable. And I feel like there's enough space for 2 people to be able to sit on it. But not only is it that, but it's also a storage bench because you can kind of open it up. I'm going to pick my sheets up and put them on the bed. Wow, I've created a mess. This actually looks like my bed at home. If you've ever wondered what my bed at home looks like, there's my towel on there, there's my bed, my throws on there, my pillows. It actually is a real life reflection. So thank you, Amazon Live Studio. Look at the size of this. Come on in here because I want you to see how large this is. There's so much space in here, again, under $100, where you can put in all your items, everything that kind of lays on the floor that doesn't have a home for it in your bedroom or in your living room or in your entryway. This is fantastic. Then when you're done, we're gonna go ahead and close that down and we're good to go. So I love this in any space. That's in the carousel. Make sure that you check it out. Okay, let's move on to the next item that we have. If you just joined us, welcome. We're talking about cozy home items that you absolutely need. Okay. I love swapping out my towels, and I especially love getting fresh towels for my guests when they come over to visit. And what better way to spoil them than with a set of 2 of these beautiful Turkish towels. Look at them, y'all. First of all, I love white because I want you to feel like you're at a hotel when you come over to my house, right? I want to give you that hotel experience, but white is great. I get makeup all the time on my sheets, right? Got my brown makeup all over it. I bleach these. They are good to go. My stepdad came over to my house and he was like, do you have any other colors besides white? No. I love white because then I could just bleach them and I could just have towels for all my guests. But this is a nice size of towel. I'm going to open it up so you can see how large this is. I love a good towel that I step out of the shower in, right? And I can completely immerse myself and wrap myself all around, right? But it also completely dry me. This is really absorbent, nice quality, feels great against the skin, something that you can just easily fold up and gives you that versatility as well that you can use for multiple occasions, whether you're winding down with the relaxing bath, stepping out of the shower. I mean, the absorbency on this is enough for me to just go ahead and grab these towels. A set of 2, you can never have too many towels in your house. Just put them in your linen closet and you are good to go. So those are in the carousel, you guys. Make sure that you check out these towels. Do not miss out on them. All right, speaking of relaxing in the bedroom, when we bought our house, one of my non-negotiables, I was not budging on this, was making sure that we had a tub in our main bedroom. Why? Because after a long day, after I've been up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I've gone to work, I've cooked dinner, I've relaxed a little bit. When it's time to unwind around 8 or 9, I'm going in the bathtub. And in order to do that, so I'm not spilling everything, because remember I told you that I spill everything? I have this tray that just easily folds out just like this. And I can have my tablet on here. I could put a little snack on here. I can have my phone on here. I can put all my bathing essentials on it. It really is nice. And then you can actually just lock it in place, right? So it sits on your bathtub so you don't have to worry about anything moving. I actually have one of these, and my mother-in-law loved the one that I have in my bedroom and my bathtub. And I got so tired of like moving it from one room to another. I actually purchased one for her, and she loves it. So if you know anyone who's obsessed with their bath time, this is great. Great for self-care, but also great if you've got little ones and they want to bring their stuff into the bathtub. They got their little rubber duckies. They have, you know, their special shampoo that they use for their eyes so it doesn't burn. You can stack everything on here and really create a beautiful ambiance, a beautiful way to relax. And then when you're done, you can just kind of fold it up. That makes it so great for living in small spaces. And you can kind of tuck it away. So I am a huge bath person. Anyone else in the chat really obsessed with like taking a nice relaxing bubble bath? That is like my little piece of luxury. That is the way that I love to unwind. Okay, let's move on to the next item that we have. Speaking of relaxing, I'm gonna get up for a second because I want you to see this chair right here. This chair is the perfect little cherry top that you need in your bedroom to just kind of tie it all together. This chair is fantastic. First of all, it's large enough that I can sit here and I can relax. All I would need probably is my Ottoman to kind of bring my feet up, right? You can just sort of immerse yourself in this chair and get nice and cozy, scroll on your social media, you know, have the candle going in the back, and you can just wrap yourself in ultimate comfort. I love how durable this chair feels, right? I can move around in it and I'm not worried about it breaking. This is great for reading a book. This is great for watching TV. This is just great if maybe you want to put a little chair in your house and you can look outside and see what the neighbors are doing. But I also love the size of it, if I'm being honest, because sometimes you don't want something that's necessarily a couch, right? That might be too big for your space. But the chair is like the perfect item that you can kind of put in a little nook in your home, your upstairs living room, your guest bedroom. Maybe you only have a studio apartment. This is fantastic. And here's the best part. It actually folds flat, so making it super easy for storage. But look at how beautiful and elegant this is. Under $100, right? Such a great deal. So make sure that you check it out. It is in the carousel. All right, let's move on to a couple more items that we have. I want to make sure we get through everything on today's show. And we're going to come back here and I'm going to show you these items right here. So we talked about, okay, I'm going to get to the area rug in just one second. We talked about this item right here, which I absolutely love. So these are flameless candles. They're in the carousel. These are fantastic. You don't need a flame. You don't need anything to turn them on besides batteries. They come in a set and they're just a great way to really get the elegance and the ambiance going on in the home, to set it and make it really extra cozy. We kind of divvied them up and split them up. You get a set of 5, but you can do 1 maybe in the entryway and do a couple more in the bedroom, but you can put them in the cluster together or you can kind of divvy them up. These are fantastic, you guys. We've had ours from our wedding day. We didn't want actual candles and we still have them 11 years later. They're still great. So these are absolutely a must buy. All right. And then if you also want to relax at home and make it really nice and cozy, we're going to talk about this candle right here. Well, we talked about the candle, excuse me. We're going to talk about this item right here. If you're looking to get some tea and you want to warm something up at home and you want something that fills you up and makes you feel warm from the inside, I absolutely love this kettle. It's like a gooseneck kettle that you can just plug in. It looks elegant. It looks absolutely great. I love this. And then if you're looking for an item to sip your rug in, right? So you can relax at home. Let's come on right here. If you're looking for an item to sip your tea and relax and you're looking for a beautiful place to plant your feet, I love this area rug. An area rug really anchors the place. So you can do so many different things with an area rug. You can kind of have it off to the side. You can have it be a focal point in your home. But an area rug, you can also layer it with another rug that you may have in your home. So rugs give you that versatility. But this right here is so soft, you guys. This rug to the touch, and I love that this is a washable rug, so you can actually walk on it, so you can actually move around in it, and the size of it is actually great. So you can actually see how large it is in our bedroom right here in our Amazon Live bedroom, and I love the fact that you can layer it together. Super plush, super, it looks really luxe in person. So that's also in the carousel. Make sure that you check that out. All right, if y'all have any questions about these items, yes, I would love to hear from you. Okay, let's move on to the next item. So speaking of making our areas cozy and versatility, I love our cordless table lamp that we have right over here. This table lamp is a game changer. Why? Because I could just lift it up and I can take it from room to room. The reason I love it is because of that portability. It's also dimmable. It gives you so much flexibility because of that moderate weight and that size. It has that retro sort of look and that fashionable appearance. So it really adds beauty to your bedroom, your study rooms, and any of those indoor places. But really why I am just obsessed with it is the fact that you can just move it from room to room. I love that. I can't say enough good things about it. And last but certainly not least, let's talk about this 4 set of cups that we have right here. I don't know about y'all, but my mugs move. My friends come over, the ones that just kind of pop up at any time, and they take my mugs when I'm dropping them off at the train station, and I never get them back. So I love getting this 4 set of these candles, of these mugs, excuse me, because these mugs are fantastic. They look great. So make sure that you guys check out this 4 set